And we are back with another one. Welcome back, guys. And this week we're looking at reservation and parking reservation signs. But to touch the main topic, it's actually called reservation signs. And our main topic that we've been looking at is the regulatory signs of the K53. Quite a long introduction. My sincere apologies on that, but I had to do that introduction. And today I've got my lovely wife with me, and she's gonna also participate in the video. And yes, let's go on.
Hi guys, nice to meet you. I think let's kick it off and start with road sign number 1.
Perfect. Okay, so roadside number 1 is our R301. This one is looking quite similar to the other signs. If you notice, the previous videos that we've uploaded, those videos do show signs that look quite similar to this. Like in this one, we've got a bus sign and we've got an R. And the main topic for today is reservation. So we hear a lot of reservation, and the other one that we hear is parking as well, which is the ones with a P. So our first one is quick and easy, bus reservation sign. That's our R301. And then our next one, R301-P. R301 with a P. What does that mean? That's the bus parking reservation sign. And then we'll do R302. I'll leave that up to my wife. Which one is that?
Bus lane reservation sign.
Bus lane reservation sign. That's our R302. And our R303 is
bus lane reservation begin sign.
So interesting. These two, if you notice, they all look quite similar. The difference that you will notice here in R303 and R302 is that the one is bus lane reservation sign. The other one with a little yellow line, dotted line that's curved, is our bus lane reservation begins sign. That's the difference that we need to look out for, especially in the exam. They may use this to trick you, so you gotta keep a lookout for that. Okay, so now we'll go to the next one, which is our R304. Which one is that?
Pedal cycle lane reservation sign.
Perfect. So that one is straightforward. That's R304. Let's go R304P. That is
pedal cycle parking reservation sign.
Perfect. So pedal cycle parking reservation sign. That's the R304 with a P. That's for parking. Okay, now let's go to the next one, R305P.
Parking reservation sign.
Simple, straightforward parking reservation sign. It is just for parking, to let you know that there's parking spots available. It doesn't tell us for which vehicle, it just says parking. Okay, so let's go with R306P.
Limited parking reservation sign.
Perfect. And if you have a look at this one, you'll see that it's got our P, which is for parking, and the limited word there is relating to the time that you can see there. It says 60 minutes. So you can basically park there for 60 minutes only. After that, you cannot stay parked there. So you have to move your vehicle somewhere else. Okay, so that's R306P. Next one is R307.
Motorcycle reservation sign.
Motorcycle reservation sign. Basically, that section or that particular road is reserved for motorcycle. Next one is R307P.
Motorcycle parking reservation sign.
Perfect. Motorcycle parking reservation sign. Simple, straightforward for motorcycles to park. Next one, R308.
Motor car reservation sign.
Perfect. That is just for motor cars, and it's a reservation for motor cars. Okay. Next one is R308P.
Motor car parking reservation sign.
Perfect. Parking reservation sign for motor cars. Next one is R309.
Taxi reservation sign.
Yes, and this one, taxi reservation sign, this is for the metered taxi. It's the ones that looks like normal cars with a little taxi sign at the top. That's the metered taxi. And then you get your minibus taxi, then you get your midi bus, and you get your bus. If you've been watching the previous videos, you'll understand how we explain that. Okay, so that was R309. Now we'll go to R309P.
Taxi parking reservation sign.
Taxi parking reservation sign. And then next one is R310.
Minibus reservation sign.
Minibus. There we go. That's the minibus reservation sign. R310 with a P at the end.
Minibus parking reservation sign.
There we go. And then the next one is R311.
Midibus. Midibus reservation sign.
Perfect. And then it's a R311 with a P. Midibus parking reservation sign. Perfect. And then the next one is R312.
Delivery vehicle reservation sign.
Perfect. And we need to remember, like I explained in the previous videos, the delivery vehicle sign is the one with a truck and 2 boxes at the back. And then the goods vehicle sign is the truck that is just 1 box. It's just a big box, basically, a singular box. That's the goods vehicle. Okay, so this is R312. Next one is R312P.
Delivery vehicle parking reservation sign. That's
perfect.
Confusing.
Delivery vehicle parking reservation sign.
Easy.
Easy. Let's go. R313.
Goods vehicle reservation sign.
There we go. This is what I was explaining. So the delivery vehicle has 2 boxes. The goods one is just a flat truck. Well, not flat truck, but it's a box. It's a one big box truck. That's basically what a goods vehicle is. Okay, so this one, R313, we said it's goods vehicle reservation sign. Next one is a goods vehicle parking reservation sign. That's R313P. R314.
Goods vehicle over indicated GVM reservation.
Perfect. So over indicated GVM is the gross vehicle mass. So that specific section of the road is reserved for vehicles. R314P.
Goods vehicle over indicated GVM parking sign.
Perfect. And then R315.
Construction vehicle reservation sign.
Perfect. And then R315P.
Construction vehicle parking reservation sign. So
sign.
that's for parking.
That's for parking for construction vehicles. Okay, I've never actually seen that before. Very interesting.
Yeah, me too.
Never seen that. Okay, next one. Very cool one. I like this one myself.
Can't remember that one.
Ah, it's a very nice one. Okay, so this is R316. It's vehicle conveying dangerous goods reservation sign.
Oh, like petrol.
Petrol, gas,
Okay.
oil, basically any dangerous goods that the vehicle carries. They need to have that triangle on the back. And of course, this is a sign to show that a specific section of the road is reserved for them. That's R316. R316P, that's basically parking for vehicles conveying dangerous goods. So that's vehicle conveying dangerous goods parking reservation sign. There we go. And then next one is 317.
Abnormal vehicle reservation sign. Abnormal.
Perfect. And we've explained what an abnormal vehicle is in our previous video. If you've not watched that, check that up right at the top there. Next one is our 317P, R317P.
Abnormal vehicle parking reservation. So that's for parking.
Yeah, that's for parking for abnormal vehicles. And then our next one is our R318. That's our rickshaw reservation sign. That's our rickshaw reservation sign. I used to make a mistake and I would say rickshaw, but it's actually a rickshaw. And I've explained about rickshaws as well in my previous video. If you've not checked it out, check it out up there. Okay, rickshaw reservation sign is R318, and then R318P is our rickshaw reservation sign parking. That's for them. Perfect. I've never actually seen this sign. Many signs are very new. Quite interesting. Let's go. R319. That's our tour bus reservation sign, and our R319P is parking for our tour bus. Then we've got R320. This one is new to me. I've never seen this before. And basically this sign states that it's a high occupancy vehicle reservation sign. High occupancy vehicle. What does that mean? Next one is high occupancy vehicle parking reservation sign. High occupancy vehicle parking reservation sign. That's the one we have. And then R321.
Emergency vehicle reservation sign.
So in this case, what I think the examiners would do is they would actually put a option to say that, oh, ambulance reservation sign, and that will throw you off. Must remember that it's a reservation sign for emergency vehicles.
Ambulances.
Not for ambulances, for emergency vehicles. Okay, so now we've got our R321P.
Emergency vehicle
Parking
reservation
sign. Yes.
That's for the parking.
That's for the parking because it's got a P there. Okay. And then the R322.
Police vehicle reservation sign.
Police vehicles only in that specific area. And then we've got R322P.
Police vehicle parking reservation sign.
So that's the parking for the police vehicles. And then we've got a R323.
Disabled persons vehicle reservation sign.
Perfect. And then we've got our R323P.
Disabled persons vehicle parking reservation.
Yes, this one I've seen
I've seen it a lot.
many what is this? I've seen at many malls, many shopping centers.
Yeah.
I've seen this one, and the parking for the disabled persons is normally the closest to the door, and it's wide parking so that they use the space as they wish to get in and out of the vehicle. Very, very nice to see that in play. Perfect. So that was R323. Next one is R324. This R324 looks very strange. It's got a CD and an R. So it's very, very weird. I've never seen this before. This R324 says authorized vehicle reservation sign, but it says CD. What does the C and the D stand for? I don't know. If you know, drop it in a comment. R324P, which is the authorized vehicle parking reservation sign. Then you've got R325. R325, very, very interesting as well. I've never seen this as well. Actually, yes, I've seen it. I've seen it in the CBD at the Golden Arrow bus terminus. I've seen this sign. And also I've seen it at bus stops, like in the streets. I've seen it at the bus stops. So this one states bus stop reservation sign. That's basically what it is. Bus stop reservation sign. I don't know what the numbers mean, the 1 and the 2 at the end. I think possibly it means how many buses can stop there. That's possibly what it means. 2 buses or 1 bus at a time. So this one shows that it may be that 2 buses can stop there because the 2 is highlighted in yellow. Very interesting. I'm also learning. Let's learn together. What do you think? The document says it's basically a bus stop reservation sign. So if you know more information about it, drop it in the comments. Perfect. Let's go. R326.
minibus stop reservation sign.
Minibus stop reservation sign.
Mini.
And if you compare this sign to the previous one, this sign's number 1 is highlighted in yellow. So I believe it means that only one minibus can stop there. That would be very strange, but yeah, minibus is quite big as well. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Next one, R327.
Bus and minibus reservation sign.
Perfect. Bus and minibus reservation sign. R327P. That will be bus and minibus parking reservation sign. Perfect. And then we look at R328.
Bus and minibus lane reservation sign.
Perfect. That's the lane reservation sign. And a lane again, these lane reservation signs, they have yellow dots. And the yellow dots are straight. They're not curved at the corner. They are straight. That's the lane one. But now, if you look at the next one here, which is R329, the yellow dots curve at the corner. That's our bus and minibus lane reservation begins sign. So that's the difference that we need to keep in mind. When it curves, it's the begins. And when it's just straight, then it's just a lane. It's already a lane. Perfect. Let's go. R330. That is our
bus and minibus reservation sign.
Bus and minibus reservation sign. Perfect. And then R330P.
Bus and minibus parking reservation sign.
Perfect. And then we've got our R331.
Bus and minibus lane reservation sign.
Perfect. So this is the lane, like I explained again. It's the lane. It doesn't have the curve, the yellow dots. It's just got them straight. Perfect. Then we've got next one is our R332, which is our bus and minibus lane reservation begins sign. A lot of words, but we need to remember that because these examiners on those tests, they are going to test people based on differences of signs as well, to just try and catch you, to make you fail and come back again. But yeah, we don't want that. We're just going to go do it one time and we're done. We move on. Okay, next one is R333.
Bus, minibus, and minibus reservation sign.
So this is for all three. Reservation sign of all three. Perfect. And then next one, R333P.
Bus, minibus, parking reservation sign.
Perfect. And then we've got R334. R334 bus, minibus, and minibus lane reservation sign. And then R335 bus, minibus, and minibus lane reservation begins sign. Why? Because it's got that yellow curve at the end. That's why. That's why it's called begins. It's got the begins in it. Okay, then the next one is R336. That is high occupancy vehicle lane reservation sign. High occupancy vehicle. So that's now the 12 again. The diamond was a 12. That's high occupancy. So we need to remember that. It's very weird that the sign exists. But high occupancy, that's basically what it's for. We just do it. We know it. We pass it. We're done. Next one is R337, high occupancy vehicle lane reservation begins sign. Why? Because it's got the lines that curve, the yellow lanes, the lane dots, the yellow lane dots that curve in the corner. Perfect. And then we've got R338. That one is a tram reservation sign. If you want to know about trams, you can check out our previous video when I touched on the Golden Arrow bus service that used to be trams before they became buses. Perfect. Next one is our R339. That is our tram lane reservation sign. And then our R340. That is our tram lane reservation begins sign. Next one is our R341. R341 is a tram stop reservation sign. When I think about it or look at it, it actually looks to me like a normal train instead of a tram. So we shouldn't get confused here. This is actually a tram stop reservation sign. That's what it is. We need to remember that. Next one is our R342, which is our bus and tram reservation sign. Why? Because you can see the bus and the tram. That's why. Okay, so let's remember also the tram has a sign that on the previous side that shows as if it's a train that's coming to you, and then there's the one that actually shows a tram with two doors and a little thing on the roof. Okay, so that's R342. R343, that is your bus and tram lane reservation sign. I've never seen this also, where a bus and a tram will be on the same lane. I think in Europe, yes, because in Europe they also use K53. That's where K53 is also being used. So yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so this is R343. That is bus and tram lane reservation sign. R344, bus and tram lane reservation begins sign. So we know why it begins. I won't explain it. You actually should know it by now. Okay, let's go. Next one is R345.
Bus, minibus, and tram reservation sign.
Perfect. And then the next one is our R346.
Bus, minibus, and tram lane reservation sign.
Perfect. And then we've got our R347.
Bus, minibus, and tram lane reservation begins sign.
There we go. And of course, we know why it begins. So let's go. Next one, R348.
Bus, lane, right reservation sign. Is it right?
Yes, bus lane right. So this is now new also. Let's remember now, when they say right, they actually mean that these yellow dots are now on the left-hand side, meaning that the bus lane is in the right-hand side of the road. So it's basically the lane, the innermost lane, because we drive on what side? We drive on the left-hand side. I mean, we drive on the left-hand side. Is it the left-hand side? No, we drive on the right-hand side. It's a right-hand drive vehicle, but the traffic flows right-hand side is on the way back, left-hand side is going forward. That's basically how the traffic flows. So this one, the yellow dots have moved way on the left-hand side, showing us that this lane is a right reservation lane on the right-hand side. Very interesting. We have to keep this in mind for the examination. Okay, let's go. Next one, R349. Let's quickly move there. R349, also similar, but this one is a
bus and minibus lane right reservation sign.
Perfect. That's R349. R350.
Bus and tram lane right reservation sign.
So this one is right. This is another difference that we need to keep in mind. Right. Okay, let's go. It's R351.
Bus, minibus, and tram lane right reservation sign.
There we go. And then we've got the next one, which is R352. R352 is high occupancy vehicle lane right reservation sign. So emphasis on the right. We know why it's a right. It's because of those yellow dots that are now showing on the opposite side of the sign compared to what we used to. Perfect. So then let's go to R353. R353 is a strange sign as well. This one has nothing written in the top section. It's just got a box there and it says authorized passenger transport vehicle lane reservation sign. How long of a sentence is that? My goodness, that's R353.
That's very long.
Next one is R354, also authorized passenger transport vehicle lane right reservation sign. We know why it's right. It's because of the yellow dots that are on the other side of the normal sign. Perfect. So what can we take from this video? This video basically reminds us of three things that are coming to my mind. The one important one is that there is a lane reservation, which is the ones with the straight yellow lines on the side, and then there is a lanes reservation begins. That's the one with the yellow that curves in the corner. And another thing as well that we can take from this signs is that we've got the sign that says high occupancy vehicle reservation sign. That's the one with the diamond and the 12. We need to remember that as well. Very, very weird sign. Another thing that we need to remember is the emergency vehicle reservation sign. It's not an ambulance reservation sign. It's an emergency vehicle. It's the one with the A. So we need to remember that one. And then there's another sign as well that I saw that is a very weird sign. That's the one with the CD in it.
Oh, yeah.
That one, authorized vehicle reservation sign. That's the CD. So we need to remember those that I just mentioned now. Those are the top important ones that I can pull out from the list of these road signs that we just did. Perfect. Lovely stuff. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate your time. Check out the other videos on the channel if you are planning to write your exam. And remember to like, share, and check out our Facebook page as well. We've got a Facebook page that we've started up, and it's still a baby page, so there's not much going on there. But still check it out, like it, and follow the page. Share the content with your Uma. Share it on your WhatsApp status. Share it with anybody that you know that will need this. So yeah, let's do it. And for myself and my wife, we are saying cheers.
Cheers.